Everyone please make some noise for Alex Mitchell. Make some noise, guys. You all right?
That's as much use as the fucking NHS and the government and the BBC. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for turning up here today to support people like me and the vaccine bereaved and the other injured. I want to thank Mark Sharman and everyone at Oracle Firms, no matter how small a part they played in safe and effective a second opinion. I'm absolutely honoured and humbled to have been part of that. It's historic and it'll stand the test of time. I would also like to thank everyone in any way, shape or form that's been involved in the Truth Be Told campaign. These guys have done some amount of work in the last 6 weeks. And Fiona, you really should be. Huge round of applause, please. I'm not going to go over my story. I think it's safe to say that AstraZeneca cost me a leg, gave me a thing called VIT, and wonderful new glasses that make me look like a fucking eye. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, most of us that are vaccine injured and bereaved, we really would love not to be here. We really would love to be hiding in our own homes, hurting, healing from the world. But we can't do that. We can't do that because the government calls me misinformation and people like me. And while people like me are called misinformation and disinformation, all you're doing is adding on to the fucking mental torture that we go through on a daily basis. Some people really want to have a good fucking look at themselves. I'm sorry for my language, there's children, and I do apologise. But there comes a point when ordinary, polite language doesn't seem to work with these people anymore. There's a couple of things I want to mention. These things are not safe and effective. I'm clearly the biggest second opinion you'll ever get on this planet. These things are not going to stop because after 81 deaths to VIT, 5 deaths to Guillain-Barré syndrome, 500 cases of Guillain-Barré syndrome, 445 cases of VIT, that's 2 conditions. I haven't even talked about anything else. Every other medical product in the market would have been pulled years ago. So this is not about health. This is about wealth. Now they're going for your children. 3 questions. Number 1, can the government supply the independently verified safety data for children? Number 2, will this government support your child for life should it go wrong? Number 3, will the pharmaceutical companies support your child for life should it go wrong? Now as a parent, and I'm a parent, I think we've got a duty of care to ask those questions. And we also have a duty of care to know what the answers are. And if the answers to any of those questions is no, as a parent, you really should be thinking about what you're doing. I can't tell an adult what to do. I never have. These are all adults. Do your own research, make your own decisions. You do what's right for you. That's democracy. Children's a different story. Keep them away from your children. There's no need for children to have these things. This virus, in regards to children have got 99.97% chance of having no problem with this virus. We certainly know that the vaccines ain't going to fucking anywhere near that. We've got 6-year-old children with myocarditis. How do you tell a 6-year-old not to run about? You can't. This is not going to stop by the BBC, bought for cash, whatever you want to call them, or the government. Many of us here have told some horrific stories, and I've cried so many tears. I really don't think I've got any left. I really don't. But the bottom line is, we're not here for your pity. We're not here for your sympathy. We're here for your voice. Because my voice isn't going to change us alone. Neither is all the voices of all those people. Your voice is going to make the difference. I'd like to finish on something that's very important, and I want you all to know. Over the last 18 months, for those that know me and have followed me on social media, all of us have received horrific treatment from every angle. We've lost people to suicide. We've lost people during the lockdown to suicide. There's a young lad there, young Ben. Young Ben, locked down, told the doctors he wasn't coping. What did they do for him? Well, if they did something for young Ben, he may still be here. Young Ben is just one of so many. We need to stop what we're doing, people. I've also want to finish on, forget all the negativity of all the arseholes that want to call you everything. I want to remember the words like inspiration, hero, warrior, you name it. And I take all those personally and humbled to my core, because see all these people that are talked today and will talk today, they're my heroes, they're my inspiration, they're my warriors. It's a shocking statement to say, but there is an army. Unfortunately, it's an army of fucking walking dead. I'm not dead. I've got no intentions of going anytime soon. You've done two things wrong, UK government. You've pissed off a Scotsman. And you've pissed off a Scots scaffolder. I know who my money's on. I'd like to thank every single one of yous, because you see people like me and all them behind there are saving lives. Yous have got no idea how many of our lives yous have saved. Because sometimes yous have been the only light in a dark tunnel. And for that, I want yous all to take a huge round of applause. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you.